Yeah, she'll let me have one. Check.
That's why Jamie put his name on. He's like, Jamie only, because it's like,
All right, welcome back to SeaTac BMX for final week of Beginner League. If you're just showing up, every rider must check in, so come check in, let us know you're here. And then if you need a bike, head on over. We're gonna have a little shortened coaching session today to get to racing a little quicker because we got a pizza party and awards afterwards. So make sure you head on over and get checked in. All right, we are officially on Beginner League now, so only Beginner League people on the track, so only Beginner League riders on the track. The mayor can get one lap. The mayor can get one lap. All right, again, welcome to the last week of Beginner League. We're going to have open track free ride for Beginner League riders only until 5:45. And then at 5:45, we'll have you guys meet up at the Welcome to SeaTac banner at 5:45. But until then, just open track for Beginner League riders only. All right, again, if you're just showing up, please make sure you go and check in. Every rider must be checked in so we know you're here. We're going to have a little shortened coaching session today, 5:45. We'll have all riders meet up at the SeaTac tent. At 6 o'clock, we will have a parents meeting over at the moto board explaining what comes next after Beginners League. So 5:45, all riders meet up at Welcome to SeaTac. 6 o'clock, parents meet at the moto board. All right, again, if you're just showing up, please make sure you're checking in. In about 10 minutes, 5:45, we're going to meet up all the riders underneath the Welcome to SeaTac banner. All right, again, if you're just showing up, please make sure to come check in. Every rider must be checked in, so we got to know you're here. And if you need a bike, head on over and get it. Another 5 minutes, and we'll have all riders meet up under the Welcome to SeaTac banner. All right, all riders up to the Welcome to SeaTac banner. All riders, welcome to SeaTac banner. All right, and at 6 o'clock, if we can have all parents meet over at the moto boards, 6 o'clock, all parents meet at the moto boards. Also, if your kid is on the track riding today, they need to have long pants, long sleeves. They need to have both. So make sure if they don't, they do. All right, if we can start getting all parents over to the moto boards. All right, again, all parents over to the moto board. We have a quick meeting talking about what comes next after Beginners League. Can we get Jamie Stenson to signups? Jamie Stenson to signups? All right, again, last call. All parents over to the moto boards. All parents moto boards. Can we have Mavericks parents down to the finish line? Mavericks parents to the finish line? All right, we're going to do a couple more minutes of practice only. Couple more minutes, and then we will get up into staging to start racing. Also, if you haven't yet, over here along first straightaway, the Bike Master is here. He has number plates, jerseys, pants, helmets. He has a few bikes for sale, and he can also order bikes. So if you're looking for stuff, head on over and ask Bike Master and see what he's got. All right, if we can get all riders up into staging. All riders up into staging. We are about to do flag lap. All right, welcome to SeaTac BMX, the last week of Beginner League. Moto number 1 in the gate, Augie, Charlie, Luca, Declan, Matilda, and Uriah. All right, Uriah coming out fast. Uriah, Declan, Matilda, Augie, and Luca. Into that SeaTac turn, though, it looks like Uriah out front in the 1. Uriah out front in the 1, Matilda in the 2. Augie and Declan battling out 3 and 4 with Luca chasing him down. But it looks like Uriah pulling away a little bit out front in the 1. Uriah, Matilda, 1 and 2. Uriah, Matilda, Declan, Augie, and Luca. In and out of that last turn, though, Uriah out front in the 1. Round number 1. Moto number 1. Uriah going to get the 1. Matilda in the 2. Augie, Declan, and Luca. Moto number 2. Bryson, Yingzi, Kingsley, and Gavin. Into that SeaTac turn, though, it looks like Bryson out front in the 1. Bryson in the 1. Kingsley chasing him down in the 2. Bryson, Kingsley, 1 and 2. Yingzi in the 3. Yingzi, oh, that's the best he's got over the jumps all 5 weeks. Didn't even need help. Yingzi getting better every week. Bryson in the 1. Kingsley in the 2. Yingsley looking the fast he has so far in the 3. Gavin in the 4. Down that last straightaway, though, Bryson going to get the 1. Kingsley the 2. Yingzi the 3. And Gavin the 4. Moto 3. Otto, Sam, Michael, Melly, and Amy. Out of the gate, 3 wide down on the first jump. Amy out front in the 1. Michael in the 2. I think that's Otto in the 3. But Amy out front in the 1. Amy leading around. Michael in that 2. Otto in the, oh, Melly making a move, taking over that 4. Michael got a little bit of air on that double, but Amy, Michael, Otto, Melly, and Cove side by side. With Sam chasing him down. Cove making a good move. But it looks like Michael and Amy, 1 and 2. Amy, Michael, Otto, 1, 2, and 3. Cove makes some moves in the 4. Melly and Sam. Oh, Michael trying to make a push down last straightaway, but Amy shutting him down. Amy, Michael, Otto, Cove, Melly, and Sam. Moto number 4. Gear, Cassie, and Kai, and Jacoby. Out of the gate, it looks like Jacoby out front in the 1, leading it into that SeaTac turn. Jacoby and Kai side by side. Kai going underneath, making a move, taking it over. Kai, Jacoby, 1 and 2. Cassian in the 3. Gear in the 4, but it looks like Kai out front leading around. Jacoby in the 2. Cassian and Gear around that second turn. It looks like we got Kai leading it around in the 1. Kai, Jacoby, Cassian, and Gear into that last turn. Kai gonna get the 1. Made that good move in the first turn. Kai gonna get the 1. Jacoby the 2. Cassian and Gear 1, 2, 3, 4. Moto 5. Clive, Lionel, Jr., Oliver, Everett, and Leon. Oh, 4 wide over that first jump. It looks like out front. Not sure who it is in the 1. That is Junior in the 1. Junior in the 1. Leon in the 2. Nate, Oliver, Everett, Lionel, and Clive. But around that first turn, leading it around. Nate trying to make some moves. Oh, Nate's on a different bike today in the 3, chasing him down. Around that last turn, though, going to finish off like they started. Down that last straightaway, moto number 5. Moto number 6, Maverick, Cole, Nash, Jagger. Maverick coming out fast in the 1, Nash, Jagger, and Cole. But it looks like Maverick pulling away into that SeaTac turn in the 1. Maverick out front. Maverick, Nash, Jagger, Cole. But Maverick out front in the 1, pumping into that second turn. Nash in that 2, Jagger in the 3, Cole in the 4. Around that second turn, though, Maverick out front in the 1. Maverick, Nash, Jagger, Cole. But Maverick showing them how it's done way out front around that last turn. Maverick gonna get the 1. Cole gonna get the 2, or Nash gonna get the 2. Jagger and Cole. Moto number 7, Freddie, Roman, Finn, Brighton, Ryan, Audrey. Freddie coming out in the 1. Freddie in the 1. Roman, Brighton, 1, 2, and 3. Roman, though, going underneath, taking it over. Roman in the 1. Freddie in the 2. Brighton in that 3. Chasing him down. Oh, Freddie going down. We'll check out on him. Ryan and Finn coming by. But it looks like Roman out front in the 1. Brighton in the 2. Ryan and Finn, we're checking out on Freddie, make sure he's all right. Down that last straightaway, though, Roman in the 1. Brighton in that 2. Ryan and Finn, and Freddie's getting checked out. We'll make sure he's all right. Give it up for Freddie. He's going to walk it off. He was battling up there in that top 3. Moto number 8, Grady, Parker, Manny, Landon, Ahsoka. Manny coming out fast. Man and Landy, Grady, Parker, Ahsoka into that SeaTac turn. I believe that's Parker out front in the 1. Parker, Manny, Grady, Landon, Ahsoka chasing him down, but Parker out front in the 1. Manny, though, getting up in that 2. Grady and Landon. Ahsoka chasing him down around that second turn, though. Parker out front. Manny up into the 2. Grady and Landon in that 4. Ahsoka in that rim section in the 5. But around that last turn, it looks like Parker in the 1. Manny making a push, though. Parker, Manny, Grady, Landon, and Ahsoka. Moto 9, Josh, Kevin, Darnell, and Amanda. Darnell out in the 1. Kevin in that 2. Josh and Amanda. Josh taking over that 2. Amanda going underneath, but it looks like Darnell out front in the 1. Oh, Josh, a little bit of air, is not quite used to that frigid fork in that 2. We got Darnell in the 1. Josh, Kevin, and Amanda around that last turn. It looks like Darnell pulling away a little bit in the 1. Darnell. Amanda trying to make a move. Couldn't quite make it stick. Darnell. Josh. Oh, Kevin doing a 1-footer. Amanda trying to make a push. Moto number 1 on the gate. Augie, Charlie, Luca, Declan, Matilda, Uriah. Declan on the outside, but Matilda and Uriah side by side. Augie with those little cranks already has twice as many pedals in as everybody else. But it looks like Uriah out front in the 1, Matilda in the 2, Augie in the 3, Declan and Luca down that second straightaway. Uriah been on fire lately out front in the 1, Matilda in the 2, Augie, Declan, and Luca around that second turn. It looks like Uriah out front, though, in the 1. Uriah, Matilda, Augie, Declan, and Luca around that last turn. Uriah Martin out front in the 1. Finishing it off. Uriah going to get the 1, but Augie trying to make up some room on Matilda. Uriah going to get the 1. Matilda in the 2. Augie in that 3. Declan in the 4. And Luca in the 5. Moto number 2. Kingsley, Gavin, Bryson, Yingsley. Out of the gate, Bryson out front in the 1. Bryson in the 1, Kingsley in the 2. Yingzi and Gavin around that SeaTac turn though. Bryson out front in the 1. Bryson leading around, Kingsley in the 2. Bryson leading it in the 1. Bryson, Kingsley, Yingzi, and Gavin. But around that second turn, Bryson though pulling away a little bit. Kingsley in the 2. Yingzi every other week need help over this jump, getting better every time. Give it up for Yingzi, looking better every moto. Gavin in that 4, but it looks like Bryson out front in the 1. Bryson, Kingsley 1 and 2. Bryson, Kingsley, Yingzi, and Gavin gonna finish off moto number 2. All right. It looks like we got Otto, Sam, Michael, Melly, Amy, and Cove into that SeaTac turn. Amy out front in the 1. Michael in that 2. Otto trying to make a move, taking it side by side in that 2. Amy in the 1. Michael getting some air again in that 2. Otto taking it over though. Amy, Otto, Michael, Melly, Cove, and Sam around that second turn. Amy trying to hold him off. Showing the boys how it's done. Out front in the 1, Amy, Otto, Michael, Melly, Cove, and Sam. Around that last turn, though, Amy out front again, going to finish it off. Amy in the 1, Otto in the 2, Michael in the 3. Oh, Cove trying to make a move. Cove coming by on the outside. Cove, Melly, and Sam. Moto 4, Gear, Cassian, Kai, and Jacoby. Jacoby out front. Jacoby's been having some hot starts in the 1. But Kai in the 2, not making it easy. Jacoby, Kai, Cassian, and Gear. But it looks like Jacoby out front in the 1. Jacoby, Kai, Cassian, Gear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Around that second turn, though, it looks like Jacoby holding off Kai so far this moto. Jacoby, Kai, 1 and 2. Cassian and Gare, 1, 2, 3, 4. Around that last turn, Jacoby trying to hold off Kai. Kai making a push though. Jacoby, Kai, Cassian, Gare, 1, 2, 3, and 4. For moto number 4, round number 2. Oh, Gare making a push. Down last straightaway, coming by. Gare gonna take it over. Moto 5, Clive, Lionel, Jr., Everett, Leon. Down that first straightaway. They're all bunched up into that SeaTac turn. That looks like Junior out front in the 1, Junior in the 1, Leon in the 2. Oliver, oh, Nate cutting over. You got to stay in the same straightaway. But it looks like Junior out front in the 1. Junior, oh, Leon coming up on the outside, but Junior trying to hold him off. Junior on the inside, holding on to it, trying to keep it going, but Leon coming by on the outside, racing down last straightaway. I don't know. I think Junior, I don't know. That was close. All right, we got Maverick, Jagger, Nash, and Cole. Maverick out front in the 1. Jagger trying to hold off the DeSales boys, but it looks like Maverick out front in the 1. Jagger up into that 2. Nash and Cole, but Maverick out front in the 1. Maverick, Jagger, Nash, and Cole down that second straightaway into that second turn. It looks like Jagger out front in the 1. Or not Jagger in the 2, my fault. Maverick in the 1. Maverick, Jagger, Nash, and Cole around that last turn. Maverick leading it around, gonna get the 1. Maverick, Jagger, Nash, and Cole. Moto number 7, Freddie, Roman, Finn, Brighton, Ryan, Audrey. Roman out front in the 1. Roman in that 1, Brighton in the 2. Freddie back up and out after that last round in that 3, but Roman out front in the 1. Roman in that 1, Brighton in the 2, Freddie in the 3, Ryan and Finn Around that second turn, though, Roman trying to hold off Brighton. Roman out front in the 1. Roman, Brighton, Freddie, Ryan, and Finn around that last turn, though. Roman leading it start to finish in the 1. Roman going to get the 1. Brighton going to get the 2. Freddie the 3. Ryan and Finn. Moto number 8. Grady, Parker, Manny, Landon, Ahsoka. Parker on the outside, Manny and Grady on the inside. Grady coming up with that first jump hot on the inside, trying to take it over. Grady in the 1, Parker, Manny, Landon, and Ahsoka. But Grady out front in the 1 into that second turn. Grady trying to hold him off, but Parker on the inside. Grady shutting him down. Grady out front in the 1. Parker, Manny, Landon, Ahsoka chasing him down, but Grady trying to hold him off in the 1 around that last turn. It looks like, oh, Manny threw a little elbow, but Parker came around. Grady going to get the 1, Parker the 2, Manny the 3, Landon the 4, and Ahsoka the 5. Moto number 9. Josh, Kevin, Chris, Darnell, and Amanda. Darnell out front in the 1. Chris showing up for second round. Josh, Amanda, and Kevin. But it looks like Darnell out front in the 1. Darnell, Chris, Josh, Amanda, and Kevin. Around that, through that rhythm section. Darnell out front in the 1. Chris in that 2. Josh, Amanda, and Kevin. But Darnell going to get the 1. Chris the 2. Josh the 3. Amanda, and Kevin. No break. We're going straight into this, so we can get to the awards ceremony and pizza. So no break, head back up to staging. All right, we're getting ready for the main event, the final round of Beginner League, week number 5. Getting up into the gate. I know, who's kids? Come on. Busted. All right, main event race and last round of Beginner League. Uriah out front in the 1. Matilda, Declan, Augie, and Luca into that SeaTac turn, though. Uriah, I don't know if he's lost many laps the whole Beginner League, out front in the 1. Matilda, though, chasing him down in that 2. Augie making a move, taking over that 3. Declan and Luca, but Uriah out front in the 1. Uriah, Matilda, Augie, Declan, and Luca. Coming around that second turn, it looks like Uriah keeping it going just like he has the last 2 rounds. Matilda, Matilda got a little crooked. Good save. Man, tried so hard to keep it rolling, but still was a good save. Give it up for Matilda. Uriah in the 1. Augie up into the 2. Matilda back up into the 4. Getting a little crooked and going. Uriah, Augie, Declan, Matilda, and Declan finishing off moto number 1. Moto number 2, Bryson, Kingsley, Yingsy, and Gavin into that SeaTac turn. Bryson out front in the 1, trying to finish off that clean sweep today, giving it all 3 rounds. Bryson in the 1, Kingsley in that 2. Yingsy might be one of the most improved beginner league this year. Bryson out front in the 1, Kingsley in the 2. Yingsy, no help needed this week getting over that triple step up. That's awesome. Yingsy doing great. Gavin in the 4. Into that last turn though. Bryson out front in the 1. Bryson, Kingsley, Yingsy, and Gavin battling it out for that 3. But Bryson gonna get the 1. Bryson in the 1. Kingsley in that 2, Yingsy in that 3, and Gavin in the 4. Coming down that last straight. Looks like we're going to finish for moto number 2, main event. Moto number 3, Otto, Sam, Michael, Melly, Amy, and Cove. Amy out front in the 1. Michael chasing her down in the 2, Otto in the 3. But Amy out front, Michael, Otto, Cove, Melly, and Sam. But Amy out front in the 1. Showing the boys how it's done out front in the 1. Amy in the 1, Michael in the 2. Otto in that 3. Cove and Melly battling it out for that 4. Sam in the 5. Down that last straightaway though, Amy going for the clean sweep today, gonna win all 3 rounds. Amy gonna get the 1. Amy in the 1. Michael in that 2. Otto in that 3. Cove up into the 4. Melly trying to make a push though. Cove, Melly, and Sam. Moto number 4, Jacoby coming out hot in the 1. Jacoby, Kai, Cassian, and Gare. Oh, Gare making a move, taking over that 3 from Cassian. But it looks like Jacoby out front in the 1. Kai got Jacoby first round, but not letting it happen again. Jacoby in the 1. Kai in the 2. Gare trying to hold off Cassian, but it looks like we got Jacoby out front, but Kai making him, Cassian going down. We'll make sure she's all right. But it looks like we got Jacoby going to get the 1. Jacoby, Kai, Gare, Cassian getting up in that rim section. Make sure she's all right. All right, give it up. Cassian's going to walk it off. Give it up for her. Went down hard in that rim section. Going to walk it off for us. Moto number 5 in the gate. Clive, Lionel, Jr., Oliver, Everett, and Leon. All right, it looks like Junior coming out hot again, but Leon and Nate chasing him down, but Junior out front in the 1. Leon and Nate throwing some elbows, but it looks like Junior out front in the 1. Leon in that 2. Nate in the 3. Oliver, Everett, Lionel, and Clive, but it looks like Junior out front trying to hold off Leon, but Leon made a push last time down that last straightaway. Junior. Nate making a move, taking over that 2. Lionel taking it back over. They're going back and forth. Junior, Lionel, coming by on the inside. Gonna finish it off. Nate back to the 4. Moto 6, Maverick, Cole, Nash, Jagger. Maverick out front in the 1. Jagger, Nash and Cole. But it looks like Maverick out front in the 1. Maverick, Jagger, and the DeSales boys, 3 and 4. But Maverick out front in the 1. Maverick, Jagger, Nash, and Cole. Looks like Maverick through that rim section, though, pumping it out in the 1. Maverick in the 1. Jagger in that 2. Nash and Cole, 3 and 4. Down that last straightaway, Maverick gonna get the 1. Jagger up in the 2. Nash and Cole, 3 and 4. Moto number 7, Freddie, Roman, Finn, Brighton, Ryan, Audrey. All right, out of the gate, Roman, Brighton, side by side. Freddie, Ryan, and Finn, but it looks like Roman out front in the 1, Brighton in that 2. Roman, Brighton, Freddie, 1, 2, and 3. Ryan and Finn, 4 and 5. But it looks like Roman out front in the 1, Brighton in that 2. Freddie, Ryan, and Finn around that second turn, though. Roman out front, Brighton chasing down in that 2. Roman, Brighton, Freddie, Ryan, Finn. Moto number 7 around that last turn, though. Roman out front, giving a peek back. See where Brighton's at. Roman, Brighton, Freddie, Ryan, and Finn. Moto 8, 2 motos left of the main events. It looks like we've got Parker, Grady, Manny, Landon. Oh, Manny trying to make some moves. Oh, Grady making a move again in that first turn. Just like last round, Grady high-lowing it, taking it over. Parker, Manny, Landon. Oh, Manny trying to make a move now, taking over that too. Grady, Manny, Parker, Landon through that rim section. Grady out front in the 1. Around that last turn, it looks like Grady in the 1. Manny trying to hold off Parker. Parker making a charge down the last straightaway. It's going to be Grady, Manny, Parker, and Landon. Last moto of Beginner League on the track. Darnell out front in the 1. Chris, Amanda, Josh, and Kevin. But Darnell out front in the 1. Don't think he's lost a lap. Whole Beginners League. Darnell in the 1. Chris chasing him down in the 2. Josh, Amanda, and Kevin. Around that second turn, though, it looks like Darnell out front in the 1. Darnell, Chris, 1 and 2. Josh, Amanda, and Kevin around that last turn. It looks like Darnell gonna get the 1. Chris gonna get the 2. Josh gonna get the 3. Amanda the 4. Kevin gonna get the 5. All right, we have pizza over here by the Snap Shack, so come on over. Pizza party going on right now. It'll be pizza party, award ceremony, and then it'll be open track for a little bit. But right now, come on over and get some pizza.